Hospitals, city governments, nonprofits, and other public interest organizations provide essential services for our society. But they often have limited budgets for digital security, leaving them vulnerable to ransomware, surveillance, or other online attacks. Fortunately, there is a growing movement to help these organizations defend themselves online. A field known as public interest cybersecurity, also known as cybersecurity in the public interest, or cyber civil defense.
Public interest cybersecurity, to me, represent a whole paradigm shift in how cybersecurity is conceived, is perceived, and also is addressed. We have a responsibility to put in place technology and policies that are protecting and benefiting society.
The definition for us of public interest tech is how do you use your technical skills and knowledge to advance and promote the public good. And when I think about the term public interest cybersecurity, it's the for whom are you deploying those skills and how are you ensuring that they're safe? And they have specific challenges that others don't have.
Public interest cybersecurity is important because public interest organizations depend on digital technologies to carry out their missions. But they often lack the capacity to defend themselves from cyber criminals and, in some cases, from politically motivated attackers.
Public interest cybersecurity organizations face similar threats to other organizations, but they do so with less resources and often more dire consequences if they suffer an attack. For example, hospitals make really great targets because they can't afford to have any downtime in their services, so they're more likely to be targeted by, for example, a ransomware group and be pressured to pay that ransom because they're not able to cope with the effects of that.
There are a variety of ways to get involved in public interest cybersecurity. A growing number of universities are establishing cybersecurity clinics, hands-on classes through which students provide pro bono digital security assistance to public interest organizations. The clinic model is a win-win, as it trains students for future careers while improving the digital security of the clients they work with.
If you're a student interested in public interest cybersecurity, join your school's cybersecurity clinic if there is one, or advocate and organize for establishing one if there isn't.
The Public Interest Technology University Network has a student club initiative where we are offering resources to students who want to form a club that has a public interest frame.
Companies can also get involved. For example, by allowing their digital security teams to work with public interest organizations on a pro bono basis.
Lots of cybersecurity companies today or big companies that have IT teams and cybersecurity teams have CSR programs with give back opportunities where IT and cybersecurity experts can really use their skills to go and help resource-strapped organizations where they're needed. We run a volunteer network called the Cyber Peace Builders that are the cybersecurity professionals to go and meet NGOs and provide them with very direct, tangible, concrete help.
The philanthropic community is also playing a role, but more is needed from donors who may not have traditionally invested in cybersecurity.
I'd also love to see funders offering up funding lines for cybersecurity specialists at nonprofits. That would buttress the field wholeheartedly.
Public interest organizations themselves should reach out for help.
There are a handful of different resources that are available for free for organizations looking to improve their cybersecurity. There are nonprofits like the Global Cyber Alliance that release toolkits for folks to do self-assessments of their own cybersecurity maturity, and agencies like CISA have free tools like a vulnerability scanning program that you can use.
There are also a growing number of state and regional programs for cybersecurity aid. Some public interest organizations may have access to these in their local area.
We need to close the digital divide between those who can and can't afford cybersecurity. If you're a leader of a public interest organization, connect with the cybersecurity community to let us know how can we help you build your digital defenses.